Hi. You are watching Daily Driver. In this episode, we will drive the 2019 Renault Megane RS Trophy. Being a Renault Sport is both a benefit and a curse for any new hot hatchback, since we have high expectations for all new models from the Dieppe Boffins. The Renault Sport Mégane R and Clio Trophy redefined the capabilities expected of a basic front-drive hot hatch, and now a new Megane RS has arrived with the same trophy moniker and lofty expectations to live up to. This is especially true with the latest Megane, since the current Megane RS didn't excite us as much as its rousing predecessors did at first. The new trophy's armament has been updated to substantiate its latest claim of class heroism, combining upgrades from the standard Megane RS such as the cup chassis and upgraded brakes with a 20 bhp power increase, bespoke lightweight wheels, and new Recaro bucket seats that sit 20 mm lower in the cabin. But, considering that Renault Sport is known for doing its best work near the end of a model cycle, has it just delivered us the Megane RS we've been waiting for a few years earlier? As previously stated, the trophy uses the same cup chassis that is available as an option on the standard car, which combines a stiff setup of the standard McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension with stiffened dampers, springs, and anti-roll bars by 25, 30, and 10%, respectively. A Torsen limited slip differential is also featured in this package, which is paired with either a 6-speed manual transmission or an EDC twin-clutch gearbox on the trophy. The hybrid cast iron and aluminum grooved front brake discs, which offer higher fade resistance and a 1.8 kg decrease in unsprung weight per corner, are another option that has been made standard. Bridgestone's Potenza S001 tires, which are mounted on the new Jerez 19-inch alloy wheels, make their debut on the vehicle. Drivers who expect to spend time on the track can choose the Fuji wheel, which has a comparable diameter but is 2 kg lighter and is covered in the track-focused Bridgestone Potenza S007. Renault's controversial 4-control 4-wheel steering is standard on the trophy. As it is on the basic RS, there have been no physical or calibration changes to this setup, so you get the same electronic actuators that can turn the rear wheels up to 7 degrees in the opposite direction of the fronts, or up to 1 degree in the same direction. This changeover happens at 37 miles per hour in all modes except race, which switches at 62 miles per hour. The engine and transmission have received the most changes, with the turbocharged 1.8-litre 4-cylinder now producing 296 bhp. An increase of 20 bhp. Torque is also higher, with the harder EDC transmission producing 310 pound-feet and the 6-speed manual producing 295 pound-feet. The majority of the increases are due to the introduction of a new turbo with ceramic bearings to handle the turbo's maximum boost speed of 200,000 rpm. There's also a new exhaust system, which replaces the 280's passive system with an electronically driven valve. It remains closed in comfort mode for a more delicate sound, while sport mode opens it at idle and again around 4000 rpm for a louder soundtrack. When you select race, the flaps remain open, increasing volume and allowing the engine to breathe better. On paper, at least for the manual vehicle, the performance increases are modest, with the 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint shortened by a tenth to 5.7 seconds and the top speed increased by 4 miles per hour to 162 miles per hour. Renault has yet to release official numbers for the EDC vehicle. The added mid-range punch is more noticeable than the top-end benefits, with the vehicle pulling hard from as low as 2000 rpm in sport and race settings. Throttle response is quick, and the exhaust note is fruity when you push hard. But the onslaught of pops and bangs on the overrun is a touch showy when you're trying to make quick, unobtrusive progress. Although the shifts are brief, The manual gearbox is a clumsy affair that enjoys being hustled up and down the gears with more intentional inputs. The dual-clutch gearbox variant has yet to be tested, although it is a dry-clutch transmission, which lacks the speed and dexterity of the wet-clutch transmissions used in competing VW products. The Renault Megane RS Trophy is not a car that you can climb into and feel at ease with right away. It takes some time to get used to the vehicle's heavy controls and strange interior ergonomics. Most people will have a grip on a Golf R within 500 yards, but stick with the Megane and you'll find actual skill within the chassis. On the go, the first thing that strikes you is how firm this automobile is. The Cup chassis isn't designed specifically for the Trophy, yet it's nearly painful at low speeds, slamming into sharp road obstructions. As you increase your speed, though, everything starts to fall into place, as the ride doesn't relax, but instead holds the Megane's body tight to the road, with outstanding damping quality as lateral loads rise. The Trophy, like the basic RS, has unique hydraulic bump stops, but the dampers are so precisely adjusted that you'll never need them. The body stays level and entirely locked down on even the most bumpy back roads, thanks to the chassis' core rigidity, which allows the suspension to absorb undulations without knocking the body offline. When on the open road, all of the Megane's control interfaces that are challenging at low speeds make perfect sense, creating enormous confidence in the Megane's considerable capacity. However, the lower sitting position is barely visible, and the rear axle gives off a peculiar sense at low speeds, as if it's functioning a fraction of a second behind the front. It feels better if you push harder, but it's still a car that doesn't feel natural. There's plenty of turn-in bite, but there's also the weird sense of the back of the car spinning swiftly in a way that makes you believe you're sliding. Actually, it's the rear steering at work, guiding the nose into the apex for a smoother, straighter exit. The Megane will destroy a sequence of turns with unrestricted speed and clinical accuracy if you settle your inputs and learn to trust that the significant grip is there. The Bridgestone S007 shod vehicles are a mixed bag. When the weather is at its wettest and the car is in race mode with ESP disabled, the Renault feels like it wants to oversteer into every corner, the transition from grip to slip being quick and spiky, requiring multiple corrections to keep things on track. It's as if the rear steer is struggling to understand what's going on. The Renault clings on tenaciously in dry weather, slashing through bends quickly and flat, the limited slip differential keeping the nose fixed on your path even when full throttle is applied. With the hard foot, the brakes are pretty effective, but there is some muttering at the conclusion of each 3-lap stint. The price in the UK starts at £31,810, which is on the pricier end of the hot hatchback market. As previously stated, there are several differences that explain the £2,815 premium over an RS 280 equipped with the Cup chassis.